think that I agree with your points. I think OG's early mid-game is going to be sick, but don't underestimate Liquid's ability to find towers in trade.
Seb, well, he's trying to man up against Mickey right now, throws down the blood right. Mickey will get out of it, pops his stick, and if he survives through this, they'll manage to get 2 kills for themselves, 1 apiece for Insania and Mickey.
Man, this is a clinic here. Like, not as favored towards that magic immune hero as you would think, just because Mars does a lot of damage outside of the spear.
Oh god, these frost arrows are so annoying. They're gonna come in, try and hit the shackle shot. Doesn't latch to anything. That power shot doing so much damage though, and it almost brings Mickey down. Meanwhile, Insania is looping around the side here. He knows that Seb is somewhere in these trees area, and as soon as he pops out, he sees his opportunity. Raindrop will protect him from 1 nuke, and he doesn't have the mana to throw out the second one here. That may end up getting Mickey killed. Saksa, he sees the opportunity underneath the tier 1. He's gonna go for the hunt. He gets the kill. Back over to mid lane where Thompson's go down. Insania though still in trouble. Has to dodge this blood right, but the power shot. He's got nowhere to run to and nowhere to hide. A double kill Mars, but by that point, Boxy had already gotten away. Now Thompson is still here cutting through. They've already killed Insania. And they know there's some low heroes here. First, they're going to spot Mickey here. Chain out into the blood right. It does land. Koifa's going to come through, though, and does manage to get the stun onto the Bloodseeker. They turn onto him. The Raindrop protecting him a little bit, but slowed down so much by the Frost Arrow that Koifa is able to collect that kill. A Dragon Form well spent, but Thompson, as crazy as he is, you know he wants to continue to terrorize the side of Liquid. Spots a courier, doesn't get it. He's going to see Mickey here, but Mickey is pretty healthy, especially with Taiga behind him. Thompson tries to go to TP out. This is just crazy, Thompson, and he feeds away a kill to Taiga.
It's like, it's NA pub, so everybody gets flamed, even TI winners. For this sort of thing.
The chains into blood right, guaranteeing a lot of damage here. I think he just did one thing of multi-shot to try and slow down the hero so he can get some distance. It's not going to be enough, though. Eventually, he's going to be run down here. Mickey
barely surviving. It's like, all right. That's the sort of play that you want to see work, right?
And this is the sort of place we want to see between OG and Liquid. Fast plays that results in maybe a kill here or there. A spear out on in, catches the Ember Spear and locks in this Bloodseeker into the arena. Just a beautiful wraparound from Liquid that pays massive dividends.
Man, this Mars ulti.
We've been elaborating on all the fun stuff that's been happening between both sides. Liquid is now up 5,000 net worth. It feels like it happened very quickly, but they are up a massive amount for 12 minutes in. This is a very big kill, though. Yeah, be able to catch Koifa in his dragon form. Not sure what he was doing that far out by himself.
Yeah, that's basically the big kill they could have hoped for. And I think if you're Koifa, that's like, oh man, I was out of position. Like I was too far up. They didn't even smoke on him. They just ran out.
Look at this, OG. I love how quickly they're playing this now. They throw the gust out, but it only pushes back Thompson. His mid one pops out from the infest to deliver a blow to Liquid once again. Back-to-back kills. I love it.
I really do feel like we're at the point, okay, I hear a rupture.
Yeah, Dragon Knight going to be initiated on. A hard hero to start a fight on, but Thompson, he catches 2 of the supports in this back line. Now that they see those heroes, nice shackle shot follow-up from Saksa. The Blood Right is going to come in. That's going to be a lot of damage, but they do manage to get Taiga out there, diving through a lot of these heroes. Bumping back, a decent amount of damage onto Seth, but Mickey's got to be careful here. They do have a Phoenix egg, but they don't have the Fire Spirits behind it, and he can never feel comfortable enough to pop it here. And Liquid, they completely lost their chance of being able to take a fight purely off of that chains into
Insania bought back.
Insania bought back, freezing field going out, no stun there onto Thompson. Otherwise, maybe they could have gotten a kill, but it's a dieback for fight back against OG. But one of the things that comes with that is commitment. And I think what's a little bit hard here is OG has so much long-range poke, right? How do you stop a slight Shackles into Blood right? That's a very awkward way to be able to initiate. And it's making it difficult for Liquid until they find the clean initiation like they just did on Thompson. A rupture onto Mickey. He jumps back to the high ground. Liquid still respecting OG in this team fight. Taiga's going to come through, try and slow down Seb just a bit. They do manage to get the spear onto him. Mid one's going to pop out. Not wanting to stay in Seb any longer. Good play by Saksa, just trying to slow down Mickey, as if he gets on top of anybody at this point with those frost arrows, it's going to be hard to disengage. Now they're going to pop the egg there. They're slowing down with the multi-shot. Saksa going to be caught by the spear. Now a frostbite into the freezing field. Silence follow-up. Mid one trying to armlet toggle his way out of this one, but he can't. Thompson's back up though. Thompson, he's going going to come through, and you know he's going to get aggressive, as he always does. Tries to poke at Boxy here. Liquid staying together as 5, moving back together as well, making sure they don't leave a man behind here. As Boxy continues to get poked at. Here's that slight chains into Bloodright. It's an easy way to be able to bring somebody low, but now the freezing field going out for No-Tail. He stole it, but it isn't good enough to get a kill. Thompson is able to commit and get the kill onto Boxy here. Kills a core, and now a 2-man Bloodright, bringing heroes low. Seb's feeling good enough that he can go forward, but no! He had an Infant's room, thought he was safe, but trapped underneath the Sentry. One stun leads into another, leads into the silence, and Thompson's dead again. And Seb, who thought this was his chance to get aggressive, is now chased away as Liquid do manage to make their retreat a reality. Slow down whatsoever. Going to go through a 3-man smoke here, not even bringing their Bloodseeker or their Lifestealer up at his top rune, expecting few heroes, but that is not the case. Liquid is here in force, and they're immediately going to be able to get a kill onto No-Tail. Is trapped inside the arena, steals Bulwark, not the spell he was looking for. The Rupture onto Koifa, that allows TPing in from mid one. He's now here. Seth gets a little bit too close to the Dragon Knight. They've got the Supernova, and the positioning is great, as now Koifa jumps forward looking for more. They're able to get out of range of the Supernova. Thompson wants to keep them in striking distance. But
we need to play team fights differently. Like, that's hard.
They can bring mid one to this fight. Trying to go for the spear, but mid one too quick on the fingers. Managed to get out the rage, and now Box's initiation leads to his death. A 4 versus 5 around the tier 1 tower, but Koifa still going to go for it. A counter spear goes out for the Rubik, but the silence onto the Zephyr Spirit is the going to be able to keep him alive. One more slide, he jumps forward onto the enemy, but he's killed by the fire. The mid one going to be slowed down, but he sees the opportunity to get on top of the egg. He brings down Taiga, but the rage is going to wear out soon. Koifa knows that. He's going for the kill. He's trying to finish him off, but the armlet toggle keeps him alive. So instead, it's going to be Seth trying to get out of the Bloodright. They don't manage to do quite enough and to Lifestealer, but they do bring down. That sounds like a feasible late game plan, but for now, Liquid, as they smoke up, they see an initiation. It's going to be Saksa. The forward position of OG will die here as he went for the bounty runes. At least he did pick it up, but this kind of pickoff was led straight into Roshan. And what Kyle said in the drafting panel is he felt like one good team fight that leads into Roshan, and once they have an Aegis on the side of Liquid, it is very difficult for OG to beat them.
It does seem like they're kind of expending all the fuel that they have in their tank just to kill Mickey in a lot of these fights.
And now they are going to try and fight over this one. They do get a beautiful arena spear combination. They take out one and No-Tail with that. The Supernova is going to go out, and nobody's near to stop it. Thompson, he's going to be able to get to the other side of the cliffs here. Insania on the hunt. Taiga's also looking for him, but this Ember Spirit is already away, so let's look for a different kill. That's going to be on Zeb. Boxy says, how you doing, buddy? Here's a spear. Here's a God Team Liquid, and they finally have broken into a significant lead, both with the Aegis, now a BKB up, and a spear well delivered. A self-Yule comes out for the Ember Spirit, but it just sets him up for Boxy.
And Mars, dude. Ban the Mars.
Superior team fight. Just spells that are easier to cast in a lot of ways. Silence onto Thompson. That's going to be Yule Scepter's. Boxy going to be able to get another spear. He doesn't. Koifa tried to go for the stun instead. Nice shackle shot, though. And they've got the Rupture onto Mickey. This is kind of a really good setup. They can finish off Mickey and be massive. Trying to deliver the finishing blow. They do manage to get that Aegis, but now they've committed the spirits to the Mars combo with the Supernova going off. Mid one is stunned forever and is trained to a silence as Mickey comes back up on his second life. And Koifa sees the opportunity, as always, aggressively blinking forward, looking for that +1, and he finds it in Seb.
Man, finally catching mid one there. He's felt kind of immortal in these fights.
Dude, look at Thompson. Very cheeky. He's trying to prevent Liquid from being able to push straight down mid lane by cutting this mid wave.
Man, dude, the creeps have...
Oh, dodge the Dragon Tail with a slight there.
Dude, the creeps were following him.
Yeah.
They can't push mid because the creeps are following him because he remnanted into vision.
Yeah.
That's hysterical.
And that's something that he probably didn't know.
I don't think so, but it's very convenient if Liquid can't just beeline it down mid.
Double damage, though, and mid. Oh, Thompson. Again.
And Halberd, like, there are, you know, options.
Yeah, when MKB is a good item, and then there are other... Oh, initiation from Soxa here. The stun into the Bloodright. This time they're going to make sure Boxy can't get the same kind of initiation for the silence onto mid one. He's in trouble. He needs an infest out. He needs to be able to survive. Pops the rage, but it's not going to last long as he just wilters under the full force of Liquid. They lean their full weight into him, and that's now 3 heroes dead with no buyback, and Liquid, they're going to go for that second lane of barracks.
I gotta see that fight recap, man. I feel like Insania did so much damage. Oh, it's gone, no! GG. I feel like Insania did so much damage in that fight, though, with his freezing field BKB.
Hey, I know it's only been like 5 years of asking for this, but I would still love a button that brings up the last team fight recap.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, you know, 5 years though. It's
Get on that.
I think it's hard to develop it in that short of
Valve
time.
devs, or 3.
Tier 4s, okay, let's just go straight for the throne. 30 seconds left for the Lifestealer, 40 for the Ember Spirit. I don't think OG can repel firepower of this magnitude, Jenkins.
You know, they've got the blood right, but it's a lot of damage.
They look to be able to slow it down, but you know Rupture's not going to stop it. And Blood Rights is just going to poke over and over again. They might be able to get the kill on Boxy, but Throne is exposed. They're going to go for the kill on a Zep before they deliver the kill onto the Throne. That is just going to be it for game number 1 as Liquid do manage to take it with just a very strong team fight lineup that is right down their alley. Meanwhile, OG and their experimentation of the Bloodseeker, it looked okay, but not as good as Team Secret.